So what we're looking at today is how to remove a rear wheel from a bicycle, take the tyre off, pull out the inner tube and replace an inner tube. This is a child's bike with a derailleur gear system and V-brake calipers. The principle will be the same on an adult bike with a similar gear and brake system. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tension out of the chain. This will make removing the wheel easier. I change the gears into a high gear, and then I can see that the chain is much looser. I'm then going to release the brakes by pushing the calipers together and pulling the noodle out of its cage. This wheel has a quick release system, so I can open the quick release system, slightly unscrew it, and drop the wheel out of the chainstays. Now I'm going to need my tyre levers. I have two tyre levers here. I take the first lever. With the lip, insert the lip underneath the tyre beading and pull the beading up over the tyre wheel rim. I can, if necessary, hook the lever onto one of the spokes. This will hold it in place, allowing me to take another rim, tyre lever, place that underneath the beading, and then it should just be a case of pulling the beading from the rim. It's not necessary to remove all the tyre. I can reach under, pull out the inner tube until I get to the valve, and then I can pull the inner tube out. If you're going to replace the inner tube, make sure you check what type of valve you've got, whether it's Schrader or Presta, and replace with the according valve. Also, the tyre size is written on the tyre wall, and make sure you get the correct inner tube size for the tyre. So to put the inner tube back inside the tyre, it's just a reverse process. Start with the valve. Insert the valve and then feed the inner tube inside the tyre. I can then start pushing the beading back over the wheel rim. Notice I'm using my fingers to do this. There will come a point when it becomes more taut and more difficult. So by placing the wheel on my lap, I'm able to push away with my thumbs and exert more strength. Once all the beading is on, just push the tyre down, make sure it's all firmly on the rim and there are no gaps. Try to avoid using the tyre lever, as this can cause a puncture by snake biting the inner tube. If you have to do it, I'll give you a demonstration. Reverse the lip, put it underneath the rim and just gently hoist the beading onto the rim. Just go a few centimetres at a time, and then you should find right at the end there'll be enough strength in your fingers to push the beading on. So that is the tyre now back on the wheel. So now we're going to put the wheel back onto the bicycle. So make sure the cassette is facing outwards towards the derailleur. Hook the chain over the cassette. And pull the wheel back into the stays. Tighten the spindle slightly and then close the quick release system. Spin the wheel. Make sure that it's not pulling either to the left or the right, and make sure that it's firmly inside the stays. I'm then going to put the brakes back together by pushing the calipers together and hooking the noodle back into its cage. Once I've done that, I'm going to check that the brakes work. The final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the bike from the stand and pump up the tyre to the correct pressure. The tyre pressure will be on the tyre wall. It's important that you check the pressure regularly, at least every 2 to 3 weeks. A correctly pumped tyre will ensure longevity and also safety.